I'm sure many of us already realize, but we are literally so cooked in every sense of the word with the massive leap that was just taken with video AI. Thanks to ChatGPT's new Sora tool, we're going to be diving in today pretty candidly about why I think this literally might be like the new era of complete brain rot and stupidity across the world thanks to the internet. Before we get into it, don't worry, I'm not going to stop doing my facecam videos. I just have had, frankly, an extremely tough week. Before we get into the video, I just want to remind people, I know it sounds cheesy, but please, please, please check in with your family, with your friends. When they're going through a hard time, when you haven't heard from somebody in a long time, please reach out. You never know how much that can help somebody who's hurting. But yeah, don't worry, facecam videos on the way next. I just really have not been feeling up to filming. So we're getting this instead, an opinion piece. Anyways, let me play you this first video from ChatGPT's Sora AI, which is sort of like a For You page or like TikTok style app where people are sharing their videos that they've generated. And needless to say, it has me scared shitless about where we're going as humanity.
Bro, it's eating the whole thing. Like, that's
hey, is that a goat? What the?
Yeah, it's a goat in the lot. Just going crazy on the pizza, man. Yo, chill, dude. Okay, I don't even know. 2012 be.
So it kind of cuts him off there, but he says 2012 be wildin', which, like, if I saw this video, if I didn't think it was AI, of course, if you look at little parts like this license plate, it's kind of blurry. But I'm telling you guys, if you don't follow AI, like, this has been the scariest fucking leap in the technology that I've ever seen. That would have done numbers as a Vine back in the day. And I think honestly, videos that are meant to be shot at an older time, like I'm acting like 2012 is so archaic, but you know what I mean? Like phone technology, everything looked a little bit shittier back then. So this AI, when it's generating with its noise and its kind of like distortion that it does, it actually lends itself very well to videos like this. And I'm just afraid that we're going to reach a point where you're scrolling and every single thing you see is AI. I mean, it's already 80% there, but like, this is just going to be accelerating this so much more.
Check it, DVD, Scalpel, Woolen, Foco, Kuvi Band, Fox, JT, PVX, Snapper, Physician, JSB, stuff.
And I'm sorry for the brain rot that you just had to experience, but that, for example, is another creator who, had I not seen this Sora watermark, which you can easily remove with websites nowadays, like already they have tools for that. Had I not seen that watermark, I would have just thought this was a real clip. And who's to say they're not going to have this guy say some absolutely insane batshit thing that's going to either get him canceled or get somebody else in trouble or hurt? You never know. But like, I'm just thinking of the millions of different ways people are going to be using these tools to be fooling people and swindling them out of their money or into, you know, getting enraged over things that don't exist. There's already so much rage bait circulating the internet. I fall victim to it. Half of my channel is just me reacting to rage bait, but I just feel like it's gonna get like tenfold because of this. And it doesn't just do facecam videos and capture people's likenesses incredibly well. Look at this video that looks like it's straight up taken from a Ring doorbell.
Just ended my 3-year-long goon streak.
Like, not to get all, you know, VFX artist breakdown on you, but I mean, it even got the motion blur that a camera that's going to be on a Ring doorbell is going to look like at night when it's having to capture things in the dark. You know, it's got that slower shutter speed. It really gives off that vibe. There's so much that this AI is doing in these videos that for somebody like me who's been into video editing and been following the AI process of like creating videos for the past 5 years, it has made the leap to where I, as a super nerd, cannot tell half the time still. Of course, we obviously have the watermark still, but like, besides that, I would not know. And it's kind of weird as I'm scrolling this app, I'm just saving a lot of the videos that I'm showing you today from my suggested reels, or not reels, my suggested, I don't know, Sora videos. And it seems like a lot of these are police body cam videos, to which I'm just expecting that whole niche and many other niches online to be completely demolished by shit like this. You're not going to be able to sift through and figure out what's real and what's been faked for clicks. We already have real life people faking police videos. I've made a video on it before. You should go check it out if you haven't, so you don't fall for shit like that. But I mean, now they have stuff like this.
You know why I pulled you over tonight? License and Regis. Look, what do you pause off the shifter? Hey, don't wait, stop the car! Dispatch, the driver took off, it's a dog, I'm on foot. Breathing hard.
For some reason, all of these ones, these were actually making me lose my mind as I was collecting these videos for this. The police always start running towards the car and just shouting so quickly all these details about whatever thing they're chasing. Now, obviously, a dog's not going to be driving a car, but we're saying that as like young adults, I'm assuming, or just you're probably of a range where you're not senile watching this. I'm worried about people like my grandma, people that are just older in general that already fall for so much misinformation on the internet. Not to say that younger people are devoid of that either, but we're a little bit better at deducing that. But I just feel like everybody's going to be on that same wavelength where we're getting got left and right. You're going to fall for outrage that doesn't exist. You're going to believe things that never happened. And you're going to be reciting facts to people that you think are facts, but really you just caught it from some BS AI video. Now, this is kind of late for me to be making this because honestly, since the advent of, generative AI video, this has been the case. But what I'm talking about is the massive leap in the technology here. I mean, even in that video, it captures the way that a phone sensor would reflect the tail light of the car. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these little subtle things that your brain sees to be like, oh, wait, no, this isn't AI, this is real, because it has this stuff that, subconsciously I'm expecting to see after scrolling on my phone, seeing so many real life shot videos. And then these have those, so it gives you that green light, and then you have to take a step back and be like, wait, was that real? Was it not? I just don't want to live in a world where, everything has to be questioned like that, and we're already there. That's insane.
Evening, you know why I pulled you over? Wait, is that a dog? Sir, step out of the vehicle for me. All right, pause off the wheel, buddy. Hey, stop the car. Dispatch, driver just fled. It's a dog. Repeat, canine driver headed west.
And that one cracked me up because like even the dialogue of it, no, it's a dog. Sorry, canine running. And a feature of this app that I find to be hilarious, which like, I'm not going to act like this shit isn't funny. I'm a very simple-minded person who's been unfortunately dragged into the world of AI. Like at this point, you cannot not interact with this shit. You know what I mean? If you're using social media at all, if you're watching this video on YouTube, which I'm assuming you are, unless someone's like re-uploaded this to RedTube or some bullshit. But if you're watching this on this site, you have been privy to AI content. By the nature of using the site, there's no way to avoid it. All I'm saying is I don't support AI like this. I'm scared. That's why I'm making this video, okay? But on this app, you can remix other people's prompts, and we're gonna see how accurate it is here because these people literally just said, oh, instead of a dog, I want it to be the Hamburglar. Or instead of the Hamburglar, I want it to be Barney. Which those aren't random things. I'm literally going to show you those right now.
You know why I pulled you over? Are you wearing a cape? Is that a bag of burgers? Sir, keep your hands where I can see them. All right, step out of the... Hey, stop the car. Dispatch, driver just fled. I'm on foot. Evening. You know why I pulled you over?
Wait, you're a dinosaur.
Purple, sir, keep your hands where I can see them. Okay, let's step out of the... Hey, stop the car. Dispatch, driver just fled. Large purple dinosaur, green belly, no plates.
and then there's something about this AI that they use. And I don't know what it is. There's some shit with this AI where it talks incredibly fast. I'll have some other examples of that in here too, but that might start to become kind of a benchmark of like, being able to tell if something's AI, if people are just rattling things off left and right like this. But still, I mean, regardless, unless you use critical thinking skills and you're like, okay, this police officer just ran not towards the car into an empty street. This is probably fake. But like looks wise, I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy one. I feel like this has just crossed that uncanny valley where I'm not even really thinking that this is computer generated. I thought that was just somebody in a legit Barney costume, if I didn't see these watermarks.
You know why I pulled you over? Wait, you're Goku. Sir, keep your hands where I can see them. Okay, let's step out. Hey, stop the car. Dispatch, driver just fled, male, spiky black hair, orange, geek, plague, xeno 1.
And that's the last one of the car chases I'll show you, don't worry. It was just cracking me the hell up because he starts rattling off these details so quickly. He sounds like that verse in the song, It's the End of the World as We Know It, as the white boy just starts rapping his ass off mid-song. But here's another example of like, obviously you're going to watch this video and realize this is AI, but listen to the way this song is structured. It has such a rambling, feel to it that, I really think this might be the new way to indicate if something was AI, if you don't have anything visually going on.
Yeah, claws on the grip tape, wheel spin, wake up the street, pause heavy like a gold chain, heartbeat in the beat city, echo in the alley, got my tail in the breeze, and I surf through the cracks like I'm skating on keys.
Oh, and that was absolute coworker music to the max. But, that's kind of the way, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're listening to what they're saying, if they're just rambling, saying exactly what's going on the video, it's probably AI. Now, these next two are ones that truly blew my mind because They bring me back to a time when I started YouTube where you had to film your CRT TV and you would get these moire patterns, which are the, I'm not going to get too technical. They are the patterns that show up when you film a CRT TV. I don't know what causes it, but it's these weird like bands and lines that you see that the camera picks up. And this person prompted Sora to look like it was shot in 480p recording its TV for a like weird Wii Easter egg. Watch this.
Great. Hold it there. Keep your balance in the yellow area. Your heart rate is too high. Seek medical attention.
Like, are you kidding me? That video would get so many millions of views just a few years ago. If, the right people got caught in the algorithm, this would be the type of shit that you'd see on a lost media, like deep web style tier list video, where they're like, we don't know how to verify this, but there have been cases of people dying on their Wii Fit balance board of heart attacks. And here's the footage. Like, this is just insane. And check this next one. I know this next one I would have personally clicked as a, child watching YouTube. This would have been in my favorites, something that I go to school and tell everybody about, that there's this weird glitch in the Matrix that SpongeBob talked to this person on video.
Hey, Daniel, I can see you, right?
Wait, you can? That's wild.
Sure can. You're sitting right there looking cozy. You okay?
Yeah, long day, but see.
Like, are you kidding me, bro? The lighting, everything, the sound. It sounds like somebody who's filming their shitty TV speakers. I know I'm getting redundant at this point, but it's just mind-blowing. Now, I'm going to feature the one video that I decided to make with this because I got an invite. I really don't think I want to interact with this AI much more beyond this, but this is just going to show you that, like, people are going to be making so much misinformation. I feel like if you saw this scrolling your feed, this upcoming video I made, you would half believe that this is real, but obviously this is not real. Please, no lawyers come for me. I'm just showing you how, like, it kind of doesn't care about copyright to some extent.
People say he's not real, but he feels real to me.
I know she's invisible to everyone else, but I'm ready to put a ring on it. Are we really doing this?
In a brand new season of 90 Day Fiancé.
That's right, 90 Day Fiancé Imaginary Love coming October 21st. Like, it even took the TLC branding. That is so crazy to me that they're acting like there's these guardrails in place. Now, yes, there's a lot of people complaining about how strict these guardrails are, but we just know that there's going to be some nerds out there that are able to backwards, code their way out of this shit or find ways to give instructions to the bot that allow them to make some seriously scary, and potentially extremely harmful and damaging stuff.
Yo, no way, he really walking out with it. Look at the drip. Little man's got the chain on. Happy Meal in the mouth, straight out the door. This is wild.
And again, we kind of have that rambling delivery, but I'm telling you, this is the type of stuff that's going to be making people thousands of dollars for no effort. It already has been going on, but at least there's a large majority of people that can tell this shit's fake. And that percentage of people is just going to go lower and lower. Or it's going to go inverse to where every video you see, you're going to be so skeptical and saying, no, that's not real. Scroll. That's not real. Scroll. And you'll be missing out on actual reality thinking that it's AI.
Could I get a little more chicken, please?
A little more? Man, that's a whole piece right there. You think this is a charity? Chicken ain't free, my guy. If you want more, it's extra, like way extra. That's what you get.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know why this got added into the mix. That's just a real video. I mean, that one's not AI. That's literally just someone wearing their Meta Ray-Ban glasses, capturing the average experience of shopping at Chipotle.
Here he goes, Stephen Hawking dropping in on the giant vert ramp. This is history.
Picking up speed, rolling smooth. Look at the
setup. He throws
setup.
a backflip, full rotation, yes!
Lands it clean.
Straight air to follow, perfect.
And there's something weird going on here because you can sign up on this website to have your face kind of imported into this library where people can remix and feature you as, quote, cameos in their videos. So a lot of people like Jake Paul and iJustine and big social media influencers that are trying to get here on the ground floor have put their faces in there. But then you have a lot of people who have passed away who have no way of giving their consent for this stuff that are also being used in their likeness. Like, there's a whole genre of Stephen Hawking doing extreme sports for some reason. In this case, with Jake Paul.
Dropping in on the giant vert ramp with Jake Paul hanging onto the back. This is history in the making.
Picking up speed, rolling smooth. Look at that blue glow around the wheels and Jake leading into it, launching.
Here goes Hawking, rolling to the end of the board, springs down, he's off.
Look at the lift. Smooth takeoff, rotating in a single tuck. Exceptional
Minimal
control.
Ripples, chairs perfectly aligned.
So that exists for some reason. You also have Ricky Berwick completely dominating the algorithm on here. I'm kind of laughing and like thinking of the idea that this social media doesn't take off and backfires and they're just burning money. And like the only people relevant on there are Ricky Berwick, Jake Paul, and like these random dead celebrities. That would kind of match the absolute apocalyptic, kind of depressing vibe that this all makes me think about.
spinner. Watch this. Ready? Spin, spin, spin. Woohoo! Look at me go. The road's my playground, baby. I'm cruising. Passing the mailbox. Yeah. Still spinning. Can't stop me. I'm dizzy. Best fidget.
Let's just ease our way down this little alley here. There we go. Oh, looks like someone was waiting for us. We'll give him a happy little burst of light. That's better. Keep moving, keep breathing, and look at that view. Worth the...
See, they're just sitting here yapping. Like the whole thing, oh God, this just gives me a headache to think about. We're almost done here, but now I'm gonna get to the very serious implications. The first video that I found where they were able to skirt around the guidelines and have these characters say words that obviously should not be allowed. Check this out.
Watch this, twin. I'm on a whole next level.
Jimmy, come on home.
Well, look at that.
Like, how did they get it to say that easily? There's people who are getting their prompts, you know, not accepted because it's breaking the guidelines, but no. People are going to fool this thing into saying and doing and creating things that it should not create, that are going to cause irreparable damage to us as a species, bro. And this next one that I'm going to end on is the most poignant of them all. You might watch this and laugh, and yeah, obviously it's kind of like a crazy thing to meme on, but watch this and think of the implications of what is to follow.
Have you ever had a dream that you want them?
That's right. We got MLK doing the "Have you ever had a dream" meme, I guess. Like, oh, this just makes me so sad. There's going to be kids who are trying to learn about history and trying to learn about the world, and you're not going to be able to sift through what's fake and what's real. I mean, seriously, our parents, not our parents, but our teachers were warning us about Wikipedia not being accurate. We got another thing coming, bro. We are cooked, but let me know if I'm being too much of a doomer in this video. This also was just kind of a crazy look into this technology. A different type of video, but like I said, we're going to get back to the normally scheduled programming here in the next uploads. If you made it to the end, comment Grim Squad for life and let me know your thoughts. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.